Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today on Worldly Josieisms, we travel to Svolvaer, Norway. Click the like button, comment below where I should go next, and enjoy this video. Svolvaer, Norway is a town and administrative center of Vegan municipality in Nordland County, Norway. It is located in the island of Svolvaer in the Loften archipelago along the Vestfjorden. The 2.36 square kilometer town has a population of 4,736 people and a population density of 2,007 inhabitants per square kilometer. The coat of arms was granted on January 20, 1941, and it was used until 1964 when it became part of Vågen municipality. The official blazon is azure, a cod, nyan, argent, in between a bar gamel wavy. This means the arms have a blue field and a charge is a cod between two wavy lines. The cod and wavy lines both have a tincture of argent, which means it is commonly colored white, but if it's made out of metal, then silver is used. The blue color and the design of the arms symbolize the importance of the sea and fishing for the municipality. The arms were designed by John Johnson. Now for this next nail, I always thought it would be cool to say cheers in a different language. So here I am writing down Skol, which is cheers in Norwegian. So as you grab your drink in a gathering, raise your glass and say, Skol. How do you say cheers? Akavit is a distilled spirit that is principally produced in Scandinavia, where it has been produced since the 15th century. Akavit is distilled from grain or potatoes and is flavored with a variety of spices and herbs. Akavit gets its distinctive flavor from spices and herbs, and the dominant flavor must come from the distillate of a caraway and/or dill seed. It typically contains 40% alcohol by volume or 80 proof. The EU has established a minimum of 37.5 alcohol by volume for Akavit to be named as such. Akavit is an important part of Nordic drinking culture, where it is often drunk during festive gatherings such as Christmas dinners and midsummer celebrations, and as an aperitif. In Norway, it's not generally chilled but enjoyed slowly. Most Akavit is matured in oak casks. The drink is served at room temperature in tulip-shaped glasses. Akavit arguably complements beer well, and its consumption is very often preceded by a swig of beer. Here I'm painting up a frozen Akavit cocktail. What is your country's popular drink? Stockfish is an unsalted fish, especially cod, dried by cold air and wind on wooden racks on the foreshore. The drying of food is the world's oldest known preservation method, and dried fish has a storage life of several years. The method is cheap and effective in suitable climates. The work can be done by fishermen and family, and the resulting product is easily transported to market. Stockfish is Norway's longest sustained export commodity. This product accounted for most of Norway's trade income from the Viking Age throughout the medieval period. The science of producing good stockfish is in many ways comparable to that of making good cognac, Parma ham, or well-matured cheese. Practitioners of the slow food movement insist that all these artisanal products must be made on a small scale and given time to mature. The fish is prepared immediately after capture. After gutting the fish, it is either dried whole or split along the spine, leaving the tail connected. The fish is hung on a hill from February to May. Stable, cool weather protects the fish from insects and prevents an uncontrolled bacterial growth. The temperature just above 0 degrees Celsius with a little rain is ideal. Too much frost will spoil the fish, as ice destroys the fibers in the fish. The climate in northern Norway is excellent for stockfish production, and remains so even with the changing climate conditions. After its 3 months hanging on the hill, the fish is then matured for another 2-3 months indoors in a dry and airy environment. During the drying, about 80% of the water in the fish evaporates. The stockfish retains much of the nutrients from the fresh fish, only concentrated. It is therefore rich in proteins, vitamins, iron, and calcium. Here I am painting up golden Norwegian stockfish recipe. I will leave a link in the description box below. What is your country's popular dish? Svolvaer Church is a parish church of the Church of Norway in Bergen Municipality in Nordland County, Norway. It is located in the town of Svolvaer on the island of Augustøya. It is the main church for the Svolvaer parish, which is part of the Loften Prosti in the Diocese of Sør-Hålogaland. The white concrete church was built in a long church style in the 1934 using plans drawn up by the architects Harald Sund and August Nielsen. The church seats about 400 people. This evangelical Lutheran church is popular in Svolvaer, Norway. What is your area's popular building? And here is my finished set, Svolvaer Norwegian inspired. Thank you so much for joining me on my voyage to Svolvaer, Norway today. I hope I was able to teach you some of the things I've learned based on my studies. And based on the most peaceful countries list of 2024, evaluated by the Global Peace Index, Norway lies on the 28th of the list. And here is their coat of arms. And I always find it interesting to not only learn about country flags, but that each area has their own either flag or coat of arms. And here is how you say cheers. Skol. It's very glittery. I love the background, and the rhinestones just put it over the top. And here is my frozen Akavit cocktail. The recipe is in the description box below. I don't know why I have like daiquiri or margarita stuck in my head from looking at this. And then here we have our golden Norwegian stockfish recipe, again in the description box below. I like breaded and fried fish or baked fish as long as it's breaded. I mean, I like it plain too, but who doesn't like a breaded anything these days? And dried fish is always an interesting thing. We have something like that in our country. I mean, my family's country. And then here is the Svolvaer Church. So thank you for joining me on Worldly Josieisms. Let me know where I should go next in my travels. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos. And join me again. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing my live at 5, but I know that DJK Sports is going to be doing a live this Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And then, of course, Saturday night, I have my night at the Improv. And I'll see you again next time. Thanks. Bye.